In today's culture of social media and massive information access, everyone has a camera and a microphone, and they are able to express their opinions regardless of whether or not those opinions are true or untrue. Therefore, many but not all believe that they are teaching and learning truth. With this in mind, one of the best skill sets that you can have today is the ability to analyze religious videos. Disclaimer: the information presented in this video is provided solely for informational and educational purposes only and should not be used in place of Bible and Scripture studies. The views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the individual or individuals speaking. These views may not represent the views of Minister Carnes and Kingdom Networks. Minister Carnes and Kingdom Networks disclaims all liability for any misunderstanding arising from the use of the information contained in this video. What is wrong with the following video? Does it contradict Scripture?
Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you've seen me talk about the Holy Land in Western North America plenty of times. You've seen the land. You might be familiar with the landscape and what it looks like. And you should already know that the East Coast is a lot more green, fertile, and water than the West Coast. The West Coast, the western side of North America, the United States, is very dry, very desertous, very barren. And you know, that's because according to the book of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26, when the children of Yashara'al, the children of Israel, once they sinned against God, against Yahuwah of hosts, Yahuwah turned our land desolate. He turned our land desertous. He made it to where the crops of the land would not produce fruit in their strength. He made it to where a lot of the land would be covered in salt, where no grass is sown, where nothing can grow therein. He made it like that on purpose to scatter us, to get us out of the land, to empty the land out because of our transgression. Now, I want you to understand that that's a very, very important detail to what I'm about to start breaking down to you guys. This video right here is going to blow your mind, okay? No matter how long you've been watching my channel, and even if you don't believe the Holy Land in Western North America, guys, this video will still make you think. I just want you guys to understand and brace yourself to be really shook, okay? This might give you goosebumps, guys. Now, when we're looking at Western North America, clearly you've seen it before. We've all seen it before. But I start to get this Mandela effect. Like, there's something about this that I'm noticing now that I never noticed before. Now, guys, I just want you to understand that I've been looking at the Holy Land. I've been looking at Western North America on Google Maps, Google Earth, for going on, I think it's been 6 or 7 years now, since 2017, late 2017. You know, I don't know how many years that is off the top of my head. And I have never noticed this until a subscriber of mine pointed this out to me a few weeks ago. And then now that I've seen it, I cannot unsee it. I cannot unsee this detail. So let me explain what that detail is, okay? If we take the map and we rotate it completely upside down, you can clearly see that there's a man, the face of a man on Western North America. Now, you might be asking, why is there a face of a man on Western North America? Well, let me just say it like this. 3,000 years ago, you would not be able to see this face. Why? Because this entire land would have been green, tropical, lush, fertile, water. But since it became desert, because it became dry, now there's so many patches of desert in the land. And there's only certain places where the ground is green. And that's typically the high mountainous regions that get more of the rain from the atmosphere, right? Because it's so dry in Western North America that most of the rain evaporates before it even hits the ground. So the areas that's high up in the mountains, they get more of the rain. So the stuff grows on the mountains more than it grows on the ground in Western North America. So when you look in the mountains, it's more green, it's more fertile, it's more lush. And you know, the most prominent mountain range is the Rocky Mountains. And the Rocky Mountains, when you flip them upside down, we see this face. So let's talk about this face, guys. This is no coincidence. Now, as you can see, there's nothing missing from this face. You have two eyes. You clearly see the eyes, the two eyes. one eye right here, one eye right here, okay? There is a nose. In this nose, being equipped with 2 nostrils, one right here, one right here. There is 2 lips, one lip up here, one lip down here. The bottom lip is chapped from that the cold, dry climate of Western North America, if you know what I'm saying. It's equipped with a beard. It's equipped with a ear, a bald head. If you look close, you can even see details, outlines of eyebrows. You can see his cheekbones right there. You can see a shadow of the nostril, other cheekbone. You can see like he's an old man. The top of his head is perhaps bald, while he has sideburns coming down. You know, the hair on the side of his head is real long in the back. And the mountains, the snow on top of the mountains shows the woolliness and the whiteness of the hair, the shagginess and the nappiness of the hair coming down. As you can see, the Rocky Mountains towards the east are very different from all the other mountains of Western North America that just follow a straight line. All these other mountains are straight line, but these are kind of like just pebbly. You know, they're just in any type of pattern. Instead of being straight like this, is more so of a curly, if you would, I don't know the word to, you know, give it, you know, rocky, I guess you could say. You know, they're the Rocky Mountains, you know, so it just looks like hair. It looks like woolly hair, you know, and you know, even on a beard with the mountains of the Yellowstone region, the mountains give it that pebbly, woolly appearance. Right there, you see it's all coming into perspective. It's all very clear. It's all very obvious. Now, this is the shocking part. Even under his right eye, there's a teardrop. There's a teardrop right here. Now, then you might ask, why is there a teardrop? Because what is he looking at? Let's follow his eyes. He's looking down. Where is he looking? You see, he's looking right here. And what's right here? The holy city, Jerusalem, which is desolate, which is empty, which is barren, where there's no people. And the only people there in the region are strangers, Gentiles, upon our land. His holy people have been scattered, emptied out, driven away. So that's why this man is looking at Jerusalem, weeping. Because Yahuwah has put artwork on the land as he dried this land up, to show the children of Yasharal, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be looking at Jerusalem. We're supposed to be weeping towards Jerusalem, praying and begging to be gathered, to be brought back to our land, brought back to Jerusalem, so that we could dwell in the holy city in peace and righteousness and rejoice in holiness like we used to in ancient times, like how it was intended. Guys, look at this land. Don't you remember? When you see Western North America, it should show you what your ancestors seen. When you see Western North America, you see it in your DNA. Don't you remember? Don't you remember this land, guys? Go back. Think. It's in your DNA. You know your ancestors are from this region. You remember it. You need to be looking towards Jerusalem. You need to be praying towards Jerusalem to be delivered. A lot of people might assume that this man is Yah, but I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that this is Yah, because Yah is not going to draw a picture of himself or no stuff like that, knowing his people are going to make an idol. You know, this is just representing a human being looking towards Jerusalem and praying and crying and weeping. That's just what Yah wants us to do. It's just Yah's way of communicating with us in this time and era. This is a way that Yahuwah communicates with us through the land itself. Sometimes the land, the earth is speaking. The earth is crying out, telling you what we're supposed to do, children of Yasharal. This is the message directly from Yahuwah. We are supposed to be looking at Jerusalem. We are supposed to be weeping. We are supposed to be praying towards Jerusalem, praying to Yahuwah in Jerusalem, who dwells on high above us all in Zion. We are supposed to be praying towards our city, the city of our nativity, guys. It's very simple. It's just that simple, you know? Now, this man, I ain't gonna lie, he remind me of one of the really old Rastafarians that live in Jamaica where they head be bald, but they growing out locks on the side, and the locks be white and the beard be white, and they nose just be flat up against their face, real good skin. You know what I'm saying? You can see the years of wisdom and struggle in their face, and that just reminds me of this. It reminds me of the children of Israel who just tired of being scattered and just want to come back to their God, want to be back in unity with what their DNA has been crying out for so long. It's just the image of the Yasra'al man. Guys, I also want you guys to understand that the Uinta mountain range, which is the mountain range right here, the lips, right? This is the only mountain range in the entire United States that goes from the west to the east. All the other mountains go from the north to the south. Now I want you guys to understand, why is it like that? Why did Yahuwah specifically create mountains like the Uinta mountain range? Well, this is where Mount Nebo and Mount Pisgah was. This is where Moses sat and where he died, where he looked at the Holy Land, where he astral projected and seen the entire Holy Land. How is this the only mountain range in all of North America that goes from west to east? Another one though this is Mount Ephraim, but it's not a prominent mountain range. Rarely gets snow on top. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that prominent. But when we're talking about prominence, when we're talking about extremely high, mountains, this is the only one in all of North America. They go from east to west. And I find that very significant, because why did Yahuwah do that? Why would he do that? You see the tectonic plates will be pushing this way and this way to form these mountains. How do we got this? It's because Yahuwah just wanted to make lips and a beard. Yahuwah wanted to make a face right here. A lot of you guys are gonna say that, oh, this is a coincidence. Ayub Nazir, you're reaching. No, I'm not reaching. Everything Yahuwah does, he does it for a reason. Actually, this is my proverb. Everything man does it for a reason. But everything Yahuwah does, he does it for multiple and or infinite reasons. So Yahuwah understands every single thing in this universe that we might not even fathom. Yahuwah knows how many hairs are on your head right now. Every single leaf on every single branch of every single tree, Yahuwah knows the number of it. He knows the order of it. He knows the position on the branch that it's in. And guess what? Yahuwah placed every leaf on every branch in the exact spot that it's in for a reason. So what makes you think that Yahuwah did this face on accident? Oh, we have a face right here, but Yahuwah did it on accident. No, it was there for a reason. Yahuwah put this there for many reasons. Obviously the mountain range has reasons because the mountains have purposes on this earth. Mountains have many reasons. But why did he make it in this specific shape? So that the children of Yasra'al can know what they're supposed to be doing in this very day and age. It's just that simple. Family, with that being said, family, we can't find this on any other continent on the earth. If Yahuwah put this here for a reason, why can't we see something like this in the Middle East? Why can't we see something like this on the continent of Africa? So we have to think now. A lot of the evidence I've been showing in the past 7 years are pointing to the fact that the Holy Land might just be in Western North America. There's too much stuff coming out every day. I shouldn't be able to make more and more of this content for 7 years straight and come out with new stuff over and over and over. And y'all still deny it. At one point, y'all gotta just sit up here and accept the fact that the Holy Land is actually in Western North America. I went there, I touched my feet on the ground, I showed y'all the area where the water sprung forth out of the mountains in the desert. I showed you the altar that Moses built with his hands. How much proof do I have to show you guys that the Holy Land is in Western North America?
Listen to the minister's brief commentary on this video.
Identity. This presenter seems to be a Hebrew Israelite. The names used Yahuwah and God. Hebrew Israelites' beliefs are wide and varied. Assertion. The holy set-apart land, Jerusalem, is in the Northwest United States. What are some of the issues? This video contradicts the historical locations in Scripture and world history, unless we got it all wrong. However, the presenter does not provide enough evidence to support or substantiate his claim. What about the Greeks and Romans' occupation of the land of Yisrael? See the Maccabees in the Apocrypha. Was this occupation in the United States? What about archaeological finds in the Near East, which is today called the Middle East? These archaeological discoveries would include the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Tel Dan inscription, and the Pilate stone of Pontius Pilate, a Roman governor, mentioned in the New Testament. A conjecture is an opinion or conclusion formed based on incomplete information. What verses in Scripture and the writings would contradict this video?
Before you comment and give your feedback, hit the subscribe button and then click the notification button so that you can receive notifications from us when the latest and newest videos are produced. Warning: do not make random or off-topic comments. Read the comments of Minister Carnes and others as they give their feedback on this video. Leave your comments of the contradictions and issues.